Hey guys, Christian here. If you don't know who I am yet, I am the newest member to Stay Strong Unspoken, and I'm really excited. If you didn't watch the last video I posted, I'm just gonna give a few quick facts. I really have to make this short. I can't post it on YouTube unless it's shorter than 15 minutes, which is pretty dumb. So, okay, so with my video, I pretty much just said I'm 15. I'm a sophomore in high school, in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and I am in love with God. When I was a little kid, I was the kid that was scared of everything. I mean, when I was 8 years old and I saw a bug on the street, I'd be like, bug, get it away. That person. The really annoying kid that, yeah, everyone thought was stupid and mental because he flipped out over everything. Yeah, that was me. The one that saw a grasshopper on the playground and fainted. Again, yeah, that was me. And, I mean, I was scared of everything. And there's one thing that scared me the most, and that was horror movies. And the sad thing was, I wasn't even allowed to watch horror movies, because my mom knew I was scared of everything. But when I went to my mom's house, and that allowed me to go over there, we love to watch movies. We both love movies. And we're both Harry Potter freaks. And so, we always like to watch Harry Potter movies. But except, there's one that she loved and I hated. And that was the third one. That was the one where he turned into a werewolf, and it's god awful. He doesn't even look like a werewolf. He looks like a freaking, like, dog-shaved, gerbil thing. It's nasty, and he's hairless, too, so it's really nasty looking. And you're like, ugh. And when you're 8 and scared of everything, oh, it scared me so bad. I mean, it scared me so much that I ran into my kitchen bawling, and my mom just kind of, not smiled, was just like, huh. Paused it, and went in the kitchen and sat next to me and hugged me and said, "It's okay, everything's going to be alright. I'm here for you and always will be. My love will protect you from the horrors of the night." And so this calmed me down, and we finished the movie. But when I turned 8, I think, was when I finally watched my first horror movie. And I think the only reason I was allowed to watch it was because it's really dumb. And I don't know what it was on. I think it was like on TV Land or something that plays black and white. But my mom finally agreed to let me watch my first horror movie, The Blob. It's a really, really, really dumb horror movie. It's super dumb. It's in black and white too, so it makes it even worse. If you don't know what The Blob is about, it's about this giant, gooey, like, space blob. I mean, it's kind of just a blob of gelatinous black mass. That sole purpose coming to Earth is just absorb everything, eat it, like, just break it down inside it, and grow larger, and take all the resources and everything from that planet, and just everything, absorb the planet, and just move on to the next one, and just grow larger and larger. Sole purpose. This scared me so bad. I mean, it scared me. I had nightmares for weeks. And I always made fun of it. I mean, at school, I was bullied because of it. I was the scaredy cat of the school. So they picked on me and were like, "What's the matter, crybaby?" And I would get really upset and start crying. And they would say, "Well, why don't you just cry to your mommy?" And you don't know how bad I wanted to. And that changed my life forever. After that, I tried to be cool, and that was the worst mistake of my life. I realized I need to quit being a crybaby, and I need to be cool. That's the answer. Definitely being cool. Being a bad kid, class clown. Oh, I was a stupid kid. And so, I did, and by 7th grade, to be cool was to smoke, drink, have fun, party, have drugs. Yeah, that stuff. Abuse them. And I mean, I lost it so far. It's like I had my personal blob with me. This gelatinous mass that was just growing of my sin and my guilt that was growing as well, because I knew it wasn't right. I knew it. But I just kept doing it because it was cool, and so all the cool kids were doing it. And I felt so scared of everything and wimp, so I needed to do it. And it was a dumb decision, I know. And so I kept on doing it. And I had my friend over a lot. We spent the nights, and outside my window, I was living in a 2-story house with my dad's, and there's a little, like, part of the roof right underneath it to the left, and I can jump across and land on it. And so we go over there on a little ledge thingy and we smoke. And my dad finally started catching on, and so he caught us one night. And he took my friend home immediately. And when he got back, I was thought he was going to yell at me like he always does, but he didn't. He just walked up and hugged me and started telling me how much he loved me. In that moment, I realized that I was living life wrong. That I needed to stop smoking. And I really did try to stop sinning. I really did. The smoking and the sinning stopped, but my guilt didn't. I became that little kid again. Little 8-year-old me, scared of bugs, except for that bug was God. And I was so scared of him because I knew I had done the wrong thing. And I was so scared of what he was going to do, like my dad. I was scared that he was just going to be so upset and wouldn't take me back. And I mean, I was just scared. And I didn't know what to do. I went to church, yes, but I didn't go for God because I was so scared of him. I went for games and food. And that was it. And so I lived like this for the longest time, just fear and guilt, and just saying, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough for him. And finally, my youth pastor sent me to Day Spring because he knew I needed it. And there's not a day that goes by now that I don't thank him for taking me there. And it was the most amazing experience. There was a leader there, the main speaker. It's an amazing guy. You should really meet him. His name is Brock Morgan. Amazing guy. And what he talked about was the 3 lies that teens tell themselves to get away from God. First one was, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. And that the first one First one was saying, that's not me. That's not me. That's for the guy next to me, this guy behind me in this audience. This is not me. I'm not good enough for him. No. That's the first one. Second one is, I'm not worthy. I've done this, this, and this, and this. My life's a mess. I've messed it up completely. It's not me. Another lie. Third one is just a deeper version of that, and it's called disqualification. It's where you disqualify yourself, where you say, oh, I did this, and I said I would never cross this line again. I'm never going to do this again. Well, look what I did. I just leaped over it. I didn't walk over it. I leaped over it, and I crossed it. I'm not good enough now. There's no way. And that's what I was at. I disqualified myself. And so, what he talked about then was becoming a traitor. And a traitor has someone that trades in their guilt and sin, and let God take over. Come in your heart, and just become and trade in your guilt and sin for life in Christ. And I can tell you now, I did it. And it's the most amazing feeling ever. I've never been happier. And what he did is we went down on our knees and he just prayed over us each individually. We got leaders. They started praying over us individually. And I changed after that night. And it's amazing. In the end, the soldiers, they found out the weakness was coldness. And so they ended up luring it in this building, and then they turned the air conditioning on, and it went to like 20 degrees. I mean, it was cold in there. And so they captured it and frozen it in there, and they took it to the Arctic Ocean, where it'd stay there forever and freeze, and would never move again. And so, I know it's kind of corny, but, I mean, if you think about it, the blob represents our sin and fear, and the soldiers represent God. You have to let God come into your life and take your guilt and sin and the lies that you've been told that, oh, I'm not worth it, I'm ugly, I'm beautiful, I'm a thief, I steal, I do drugs, I've had premarital sex. I'm not worth it, God. I'm not. What I want you to do is I just want you to hold the palms open like this. Just sit and hold your palms open and just repeat this. Just, God, I'm ready. I'm here for you, and I want you to change me. I want you to make you the person I'm supposed to be. Show me the way, and I will follow. I want you to take my guilt and sin and start a new life with you. I want to be happy again. I want to live for you. I don't want to live for me. I want to live for you. And he gladly will. And you'll start a new life, and it's the most amazing experience ever. And maybe in your eyes, you're ugly, you're not perfect, you're not pretty, whatever. But in his eyes, you are perfect. You're beautiful. You're his creation. You're a mere image of him. You're amazing. in every single detail. That's how he thinks of you. That's what you should too. And if you're thinking, well, why would he think I'm beautiful? I mean, no one loves me. Well, I do. I love you. I know someone else that loves you. I mean, he always will. And he will never stop loving you. For his love is unimaginable. It's unbelievable how much he loves us, even though we mess up constantly. His love is so powerful. And don't be like me and wait 15 years to realize it. Experience it now. Let God into your life. He can do amazing things. I mean, I can even say he's spoken through me once. And that's gonna be another story. But just take my lesson and just make good use of it. You have to stay strong and let God in your life and become a traitor and trade in the guilt that is not true. Just stay strong, and God bless.